Before watching the video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and enable bell notification to never miss an update from us.
Hello everyone, this is Ashrama and you're watching us on Entry channel. This is a daily current affairs section where we'll be talking about the daily news events, and this video is going to be helpful or beneficial for all the students for whichever exam you're preparing. Right, so you can easily share the video with all the aspirants, and don't forget to like the video, don't forget to share the video, and we'll be talking about the news events now. So the first news event that we have is about Nandreta. Now, what does this word strike, or what does it actually mean? Now, Nandreta is a mafia which is responsible for the massive amount of cocaine that is entering in the European region from South America. So here, first thing we know is that Nandreta mafia. Now, this is an Italian mafia, and its major base is in Calabria. Its major region is Calabria, and it is an Italian mafia, and it is considered as a very powerful one. As per Europol, as you can see over here, Europol, which is a European Union agency for law enforcement and cooperation, it considers Nardia is one of the most organized crime groups in the world, and therefore a powerful one. And according to United States also, money laundering activities, narcotics, all of them are 3% of Italy's GDP. Right, and in that, Nandreta is about 50 million to 60 million US dollars agency or a mafia with an annual revenue of 50 to 60 billion US dollars. Right, so that is why it is quite famous also. And this has been confirmed. This news event which we have, which has brought this all into a news, has been confirmed by the Italian government as well. Right, so therefore it is not something which is a bluff. It is what as per the report says. Right, now, is Nandreta only in Italy? No, it functions in Albania, in Australia, in Argentina, Brazil, Netherlands. There's a lot of countries it works on. Now, from here we have a question about Calabria, which is the major base of Nandreta. It is most powerful over there, and it is in southern Italy. So you should know where Calabria it is. It is in South Italy or southern Italy region. Right, and it is bordered by Ionia Sea on the east and Tyrrhenia Sea on the west. Now, apart from that, another thing that we read about or in this news event was about Europol. Now, Europol was formed in 1998. In 1998, Europol was formed, and it has no executives. There is no particular, you can say, executive that is designed for handling Europol. No, but it is basically designed to combat the serious international organized crimes that happen. One of them, which we have seen, cocaine trading, which is going on now. As per we can say Europol, the Europol, since they don't have executive powers, therefore, since no executive power is present, they don't have the power to arrest someone, right, without any prior approval has been given from any other higher authority. So there are executives, but there is no executive power that is granted to Europol. Now, difficult for countries. Now, what is about this? Because nothing is stricken by this. So, what exactly is this difficult for countries? Now, Chatham House has prepared a report which was titled as Global Britain Global Broker. And in this report, it had proposed a blueprint for the foreign policy that should be taken by UK after Brexit. Now, we have seen that UK is taking in with Vietnam, with China. It has done a lot of MOUs so that trading can be enhanced. It is creating its own trade relations. So, in that, a blueprint has been created by Chatham House. Now, this Chatham House has also created a report, and according to the report, India has been classified as the difficult four, that being China, Saudi Arabia, and Turkey being the other three countries that are in this. Now, why is this difficult four? That is because of the complex domestic politics that is present in India, which makes it resistant to open trade. That is, there is no foreign investment or trade that can be done easily with India. There are a lot of barriers and complexities that have been created, which subsequently make it into the difficult four countries. And the second thing, in this report, there has been a criticism also. So, India has also faced criticism. Now, why were we criticized apart from the trade policy is that India did not join the countries who were criticizing China at the United Nations General Assembly in 2019. And apart from that, it was silent on national security law of Hong Kong, which was enforced in Hong Kong recently. So because of the silence of India, it is being criticized, and for the politics that is happening in India, which is stopping the open trade from happening, that is also one of the reason why India is among the difficult four countries, right? And how does this difficult four countries affect us as a whole? It is because now UK might count us as its rival on the counterparts that are happening in the global globally. Now, Chatham House is also called the Royal Institute of International Affairs. This is the second name of it, and its purpose is to promote the debate on significant development, that is, bringing in more international affairs and togetherness, as we can say, right? Then moving ahead, Aero India 21 app has been created recently. So what exactly is Aero India? First of all, who released this app? It was released by Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh. Now this app is going to be an interactive interface for all the issues that are arising in the Aero India 2021. But what exactly is Aero India? Now Aero India is a biennial air show. So it is an air show which is held in Bengaluru every it's a biennial show which happens in Bengaluru, right? Now it is organized by DRDO, not DRDO, I'm sorry, Defense Exhibition Organization. So DEO, not DRDO, DEO organizes, that you can see over here. Defense Exhibition Organization organizes Aero India show. Now first edition of it was held in 1996, and this year it is going to be held along with the Defense Draft Production and Promotion Policy 2020. These two are the guidelines which are going to be followed under Aero India 21. Right, so first is important, that is when it was held for the first time. Now Aero India 21 is important because it is going to be the first hybrid event where the business element will happen both physically as well as virtually. As you can see, an app has been also created. So for the first time, an app has been created and it is going to be functioning on both the methods, that is business element will be physical also as well as virtual also, right? Now moving ahead, RBI Financial Stability Report was released recently for December 2020. Now, what has been highlighted in this report? This was the 22nd issue of Financial Stability Report, and it was released by Financial Stability and Development Council. Now, a question comes is, when was this council formed? Now, this council was, the idea of this council, as we can say, was mooted by Raghuram Rajan Committee. In 2008, Raghuram Rajan Committee had proposed the idea that Financial Stability and Development Council should be formed. And in this council, the Union Finance Minister is the chairperson, right? So who is the chairperson of this committee? That is Minister of Finance. The Union Minister of Finance acts as the chairperson of the committee. Now, what have been the findings in this and what is the frequency of this report? So this report is released 2 times a year or twice a year, right? Now, GNPA, gross non-performing assets ratio of scheduled commercial banks, is proposed to increase by 13.5% by 2021. And for 2020, if we see, the gross national performing asset ratio was at 7.5%, and the NNPA, net non-performing assets ratio, was at 2.1%, both of September 2020, right? Then GNPA might increase to 13.5% as it has been proposed over here. But if there are certain stress situations and it increases, the stress increases, then the GNPA, or the non-performing assets on a gross level, might also increase to 14.8%. This is a possible increase in terms of severe stress that might happen. Right. According to the report, another thing that has been seen is that normally what happens between private and public sector banks was that public sector banks bank credit was comparatively growing and private sector was not that growth. But this time in the report, private bank credit has grown rapidly, whereas public sector growth has comparatively declined on the matter, right? Now, iron ore policy 2021, this has been approved by Ministry of Railways recently. And what are the proposals? First of all, rack allotment module has been updated by Center for Railway Information System. So, CRIS has updated the rack allotment system. Then, what are the priority that changes that have happened in this? So, high priority has been given to movement of iron ore for domestic manufacturing activity. So, Make in India promotion is happening, and in that purpose, high priority is iron ore for domestic manufacturing. Now, if some ore is going to a domestic manufacturing activity, there's a bundle of it going on, and some of it goes to one of those places which have private sliding, right? Customers which have private sliding and loading as well as unloading ends, they will be at a higher priority compared to those who do not have. Then next of all, this is going to be happening for steel, sponge iron, pig iron, pellet or sinter plants. So all of them are going to be considered in this. Then a few one-liners. United Nations National Rifle Association has recently filed for bankruptcy under Chapter 11 of Bankruptcy Code. Now, recently we have seen the United States President impeached or impeachment for the second time, and it is for the first time in the history of United States that it has happened to a president for two times, right? For the first time it has ever happened. Now again, the news event that has happened is that National Rifle Association has filed for bankruptcy, so that it is being said that it is going to avoid being investigated by New York Attorney General, right? And why are they trying to avoid it? That is because National Rifle Association was sued recently in August 2020 because there were certain allegations on top executives for their personal trips, or you can say the money being diverted to personal trips of all the top executives, right? Then the next news event is Pakistan has permitted Dubai royals to hunt Hubra bustard. Now, Hubra bustard is a vulnerable species as per IUCN listing if we go through. And recently, Pakistan has permitted hunting for them. Right, and this is quite controversial, seeing the fact that IUCN categorizes it under, in vulnerable species or critically endangered and among of those categories, right? So that is why it is very controversial as it is going on right now. Next, Reserve Bank of India has recently constituted a digital lending working group. Now, what this working group is going to do is it will ensure the appropriate regulatory measures to put in digital lending platform. That is all. What measures should be taken, what guidelines should be there, how the regulation should happen of all these sectors is the idea for constituting the working group. It will give recommendations for digital lending players also. Then certain changes that need to be done, that is also going to be seen by it. Then Union Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank has recently been honored with Sahitya Gaurav Samman by Hindi Writers Guild Canada for his literary works. So that is an important. Before this also he has been awarded for his literature works, and now again he has been honored in Canada Hindi Writers Guild. Then Kerala is the place where India's first labor movement museum will be set up in Alfusa. Right? It has been announced recently. It is going to be set up in Kerala. Now, with this, I'll be taking your leave. Thank you so much. It has been wonderful interacting with all of you, and I hope this session has been helpful to all of you. We'll see you in the next video with more such updates. Until then, goodbye, take care, and have a wonderful day ahead.